Keyword Effectiveness Index. This is the next, as I like to call, nerd word that you need to fully understand, and is also known as KEI. And KEI stands for Keyword Effectiveness Index. What this means is that if you take the number of searches Google is predicting for a search term each month and then cross-reference them with a number of results pages that are found in Google, you can get an idea of how competitive it is to try to get a high ranking for that term. Now, the more results there are, of course, the harder it will be to rank for that specific term. Now, this number is not 100% accurate, but it is very good to have as an indicator to help you make a decision on what keywords to optimize for and which ones you should leave behind. Now, there will be an upcoming module that I'll do for you in this club that will give you details on how to properly leverage KEI to make your determinations. But for now, you just need to understand the basics of what KEI means. And what you'll need to do is simply create a spreadsheet for tracking all of the keywords that you are looking up statistics like this on. And you want to keep track of the monthly search volumes, the number of results pages, and the KEI numbers. Now, the spreadsheet will be your digital gold mine when it comes to planning out your website and deciding on what pages to create for which keywords. Now, don't worry, because creating a spreadsheet like this is not complicated at all. There will be an exclusive training video for you inside this club that you can follow if you're a bit rusty or simply want to learn how to put together this type of spreadsheet. Now, if you don't know where or how to set up a spreadsheet, I'll be covering how you can actually leverage using what is called Google Docs, which is a free web-based software by Google that you can use to create these incredible spreadsheets for your keyword analysis. Now, if you're one of those people who are very lazy and simply refuse to put together your own spreadsheet of manually hand-picking keywords and analyzing results pages and determining the KEI, I'm going to show you some automated software programs out there that will do all the legwork for you. But you do not want to have these programs right now, because you need to do it manually to understand what it is that you have to do. And the programs that are to come are going to be the most elite programs out there that will make all this a simple breeze, but you have to learn how to walk before you can run. So for now, just understand what KEI is, and I'll cover it in great detail later, so you're not going to fall behind. Now, let me show you a real-world example of KEI. So if I type in, let's say, aquariums, you can see the search results are, there is 9,960,000 results for aquariums. Let me create a new tab, and if I go to this Google keyword tool, and choose the very first listing, and if I put in simply, I actually copied that, if I just put in the word aquariums, okay, and hit get keyword ideas, and I'm waiting, you can see for the word aquariums, there is only 550,000 searches. 550,000 searches in a month, yet there are 9,960,000 results. So if you're creating a website or web page and you're trying to either do one of two things, you're trying to pay for advertising on Google, or you're trying to make your website SEO friendly to show a pie on Google, your chances are either going to be very slim on getting on the front page of Google, or you're going to pay an arm and a leg to show up, because there's going to be so many advertisers because there's so many search results. Okay, so let's go back here, and if I, let's say, acrylic aquariums, and if I copy acrylic aquariums, and if you see the average search volume is only 8,100, you're probably thinking, 8,100, I'm not going to make much money off that when I can go just for fish aquariums, it's 90,500. Well, let me prove you wrong here. If we go back to Google and type in acrylic aquariums and search for that, there's only 298,000 results, okay? And there are 8,100 people searching for this. So in a month. And that means your KEI is more in your favor because the amount of search volume is much closer to the amount of search results, which means it's going to be more profitable for you because it's going to be a lot easier to show up with an SEO website. It's going to be a lot easier to show up if you want to do some paid advertising. Now, let's say you're someone that would not listen to me and go for fish aquariums. You want to optimize for the keyword fish aquariums because you see there's 90,000 searches here. So you're thinking 90,000 searches means you're probably going to make a lot of money, right? Well, if we go to fish aquariums and hit search, sorry, bud, there's 3,370,000 results. So your chances, if I created a website about acrylic fish aquariums and solely focused on acrylic fish aquariums, and you create a website about fish aquariums just in general, I guarantee I'm going to make way more money than you are because my ROI is going to be much greater. Because if I do paid advertising on Google for acrylic fish aquariums, I'm going to be paying pennies on a dollar versus you could be paying $1 because you're trying to advertise for the word fish aquariums. Alright? So that is the importance of KEI and understanding how you can use this Google keyword tool to get some do incredible research. Because you can go through and, you know, the lower the search volume, usually the better it's going to be in your favor because there's not going to be very many search results. So let's say, you know, oceanic aquariums. Now we're getting into some high dollar aquariums here, and this is, you know, 4,400 search volume a month. So if I type in oceanic aquariums and 204,000 results. So I mean, it's just amazing if you jump into these keywords because your KEI is more in your favor because there's a smaller margin between how many people are searching and how many results there are. Alright? So that is the power of Keyword Effectiveness Index. Now that you understand this nerd word, you also understand, you know, what it means and how you can use it to your benefit.